Good afternoon, everyone. I'm John Lucas, Senior HR Specialist with Monad. I am privileged to welcome all of you to our 10th annual Day of Remembrance ceremony. We are gathered here today to honor the memories of the 138 Monad employees who gave their lives in service of the citizens of Missouri. I know today means so much to a lot of us, to our employees, and to the family members who are here with us as we pay tribute to those we've loved and lost. Our partners from the Missouri State Highway Patrol Troop F will begin our ceremony. I now invite our color guard to post our colors.
Present. Oh.
Now, please join me in saying our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Oh. Right. Face. Forward. Mark.
I would like to thank the Missouri State Highway Patrol, Troop F, for providing a color guard. And I would also like to thank our brothers and sisters at MODAT and implore you all to continue to honor our fallen brothers and sisters each and every day by striving to meet our mission and live MODAT values that they so deeply cared for. At this point, I would like to present our director, the director of the Missouri Department of Transportation, Patrick McKenna.
Thank you, Son. Good afternoon. I'd like to add my appreciation for the Missouri State Highway Patrol for your presence here today, your fellowship as we honor our fallen, and your partnership on Missouri roadways every single day. This past year has been a difficult one for all of us at MODOT. We've had to add 3 names to the monument you see beside me since we gathered here last September. This is the 10th time we've come together as a family at this monument to grieve and to memorialize those whose absence from our lives is so keenly felt. We gather because, as much as it hurts, it would be even more painful to let them be forgotten. It hurts when it happens. We feel the loss of our coworker. It hurts when we see the pain in the families, the husbands, the wives, parents and children of the fallen. And it hurts every September when we come together to remember. We choose to share our pain, and we do so with a fervent hope that we never have to suffer the additional pain of adding another name to this monument. In a few minutes, members of MODOT will read the names of the 138 individuals who've lost their lives in the service to this state. Please read the names slowly. And I ask all of you here to think about the people behind. At the same time, please think about the unnamed workers who are at this moment out working on our highways. There is a danger inherent in this work. That danger grows with driver distraction, speed, and impairment. We recognize that occasionally things will happen that are beyond our ability to control. That doesn't mean we accept it. It means we try even harder. It doesn't matter if you're a citizen using the roads or one of our employees who's trying to make work on those roads safely. The goal is to make sure you get home to your family. Safety is MoDOT's core value, and it's every employee's responsibility to keep themselves, their coworkers, and the public safe. When we focus on safety and quality, everything else falls into place. We've implemented a safety policy that acknowledges every MoDOT employee has the right and the responsibility to take immediate action to stop any unsafe practice. We've also created a new safety response team, modeled after our pandemic response team, to address concerns and make policy decisions about safety quickly and consistently. Chief Safety and Operations Officer Becky Almaroth will discuss this in more detail. One day each year, we gather to grieve for those we've lost. We must never forget the sacrifice of our dedicated workers and their families. The best thing we can do for everyone is to make sure no more names are ever added to this monument. We're deeply honored by your presence as we honor our fallen, yet never forgotten MoDOT heroes. Thank you.
Thank you, Director McKenna. Good afternoon. My name is Lester Woods. I'm the Chief Administrative Officer here at MoDOT. First, I'd like to take a moment to recognize the families of our fallen workers who are here with us on today. The family of Lyndon Epker, the family of Jeff McBride, the family of Caitlin Anderson and her unborn son, Jax Jarvis, and the family of James Brooks. Are there any other families here today that I've missed? We cannot truly comprehend the sacrifice your loved ones made and the loss that you and your families feel each day as you continue. But please know that you're always in our thoughts and you're always in our prayers. I'd also like to recognize the Ride for Remembrance Honor Guard and St. Louis employee Mark Friesen. This group of employees rode here today from St. Louis. So thank you to everyone who joined in this ride to honor the memories of our workers who have lost their lives on the job. Now, would you all please join me for a moment of silence in honor of our fallen? Thank you. As we prepare to honor the memory of our fallen workers by reading their names, I just want to say how humbling it is to be here with you on today. And these 138 individuals were dedicated to their jobs, their coworkers, as well as to the state of Missouri. Reading the names of our fallen is not only symbolic, it is a very personal way of remembering these individuals who paid the ultimate price for being a public servant. We speak their names to honor them and to keep their memories alive. So today we have employees of MoDOT from across the state who volunteered to read the names of their fallen coworkers. And like me, I know they feel privileged to be involved in this very important ceremony. Now, to honor and pay tribute to these 138, we will read the names of those who we have lost. Thank you.
My name is Lee Perkins, and I'll be reading the names for the Northwest District. I have Claude Atkinson, L. Ed Doyle, Larry Graves, Kenneth Hosbrook, Joe Houston, Joseph Hughes, Clarence Ingalls, Lloyd Land, Randy Munsterman, Roy Murphy, Wendell O'Neill, Ivan Ramsey, Cleo Rode, Lawton Roberts, Thomas Snuffer, Otis Stretch, William Art Walker, and Donald Wyatt.
My name is Michelle Danback, and I will be reading the names from the Northeast District. E. E. Baker, Henry Beckman, James Carmichael, Harold Hesse, Danny Leake, Elmer Lean, Donna Lindsay, Robert Bob Mayer, William Miller, Sidney Mitchell, George Pfeiffer, and Lowell Talman.
My name is Kelly Alvarez, and I'll be reading the names from the Kansas City District. Howard Anderson, Floyd Ash, Minton Burrow, William Caldwell Jr., Garth Camden, Burl Chambers, Lloyd Crawford, Clarence Foster, Leroy Hall, Melvin Harris, Ray Edward Hare, Calvin Johnston Jr., Marilyn Keller, Gary Dean Kirby, Devere Limbacher, Julie Love, John Mather, Joseph Saunders, Clifton Scott, Craig Shields, Harry Simmers, Daniel Taylor, Henry Wolgamuth, and Mike York.
My name's Roger Salini. I'll be reading the names from the Central District. Wilbur Barnes, Christopher Block, Harry Davis, Joseph Embry, Lafayette Essery, James Lynn, Wayne Hall, Gerald Lazat, Thomas Mertz, William Mosley, Brian Keith Perry, Charles Shibb, Frederick Trowbridge.
My name is Taylor Bruni, and I'll be reading the names from Central Office. Gregory Coleman, Cecil Jefferson, Dwayne Pace, James Schwartz, Russell Tynes, James Walther.
My name is Deborah Casson. I'll be reading the names for the St. Louis District. Caitlin Anderson and her unborn son, Jax Jarvis. Robert Ite. Perry Barks. James Brooks. Otis Capps. William Carr. David Cook. Charles De Natal. Lyndon Ebker. Theodore Ellman. Adolph Faith. Eugene George. August Glosmeyer. Arthur Gordon. Nicole Graham. Ken Hoyer. Marvin Lewis. Larry Licklitter. Jeffrey McBride. Randy Nail. Robert Reckenton. Roland Resch. Roy Robertson. Hoyten Schrum. Leonard Simon. John Smith. Gerard Stern. William Weeda. Everett Young.
My name is James Blanchard, and I will be reading the names from the Southwest District. John Allman, Paul Atchley, Carla Boblets, Everett L. Bullock, James Buddy Campbell, William Crane II, Preston Pete Ellington, Edward N. Merle Grayson, Rick Harmon, John Hawkins, Paul Holt, Wesley Jones, Pete Menard, James Minton Jr., Cal Mummy, William T. Billy Tom Passley, Charles Rogers Jr., Milo Schooler, Joshua Slatton, Bert Vanetta, Arthur Walker Jr., Terry Washam.
My name is Chris Rutledge, and I'll be reading the names from the Southeast District. James Brannick, Homer Bratton, Irvin Cudworth, Bob Eftink, Dennis Evans, Gary Farenberg, Archie Good, Dennis Hayes, Johnny Hayes, Curtis Mullins, Ellis Suggs, Herschel Tanner, Silas Underwood, George Whited.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Safety and Operations Officer Becky Almroth. As Director McKenna mentioned, we are continually working to improve safety practices. Several months ago, we implemented the new Employee Safety Empowerment Policy, which gives MoDOT workers the right to take immediate action to stop to address imminent dangers and/or unsafe practices. Employees are expected to immediately report any imminent danger and/or unsafe practices to your direct supervisor. You and your supervisor will discuss the stop work action and immediately call the new MoDOT safety line to discuss next steps with the safety and operations leadership. Every activity should be fully discussed and vetted before you head out to the field each day. You should know what you are doing for the day, your specific task, and how to do it safely. The morning safety muster provides the opportunity for any one of you to stop, ask for the clarification for these procedures. You need to be clear on safety protocols before you head out to do the work. In addition, the new safety response team has been established under my leadership to quickly make organizational and policy decisions focused on expediting approvals related to safety. In addition to the internal focus, we continue to work on our public safety education. We know that distracted driving is one of the major issues we have on our roadways. It's dangerous for motorists, and it's also dangerous to our employees who work near or on the roadways. I hope by now you're all familiar with our Buckle Up, Phone Down campaign. The challenge is simple. When you get into any vehicle, buckle up your safety belt. If you are the driver, put your cell phone down. These two simple acts can help make driving on our roadway safer for motorists and for our highway workers. We will never stop working towards 0 injuries and 0 deaths on Missouri's roads. Again, thank you all for being here today and for your continued support. Now, let's recommit ourselves to working safely. This is something we did at the very first day of Remembrance 10 years ago. And I believe it's fitting that we continue to do this each and every year. Recommitting ourselves to doing everything we can to work safely is one more way that we can honor those that we have lost and their families. Never adding another name to this memorial is another. Each of us must make a personal commitment to do everything in our power to protect ourselves and to protect our coworkers. Our fallen will never be missed, will forever be missed, and no words can express our sympathy to the families of these individuals. As Director McKenna said, the pain is real, and we can never let it completely fade away. Please recite with me our safety pledge, which is printed on the bottom of fade away. Please recite with me our safety pledge, which is printed on the bottom of your program. Please say it with me. Safety is one of MoDOT's core values. I will fulfill my moral obligation to the public, my coworkers, and myself to safely carry out our mission. Thank you. Thank you again for being here today to honor our fallen highway heroes. And a special thanks to those family members that are here with us today. Please feel free to stay at the monument for as long as you like, and please be safe.